Yo, so I got a new video for you guys. And this time it's about Martin Luther King. Yep, the great man himself. Also, we say the great man as we remember him because if these videos are anything to go by, he's not such a great man. He's a good joker. So OpenAI has stopped its artificial intelligence AI app Sora creating deepfake videos portraying Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. following a request from his estate. I thought to myself, it's only a matter of time when this happens, because some of the things I've been seeing on the internet, I thought to myself, like, I think this AI technology Sora is reasonably new. I mean, it's been around for years, but they perfected the technology to a point where it looks almost photorealistic. Almost. Sometimes there's some glitches here and there that you see and you think to yourself, like, that ain't real. Or Michael Jackson will look a bit off, and some of the characters look off in the video, but literally it can fool people. But I thought to myself, like, how are they getting away with using the likenesses of people that are dead? Like, who gave them permission? But I thought maybe it's allowed because it's parody, but it can start to give you a Mandela effect and merge your memory with things. Like, yes, we know Martin Luther King doesn't exist in this present day, but sometimes you may think certain things happen. Like, they've put things in the past and you might think it happened because you've seen it, but then you might see a video or just a picture and people might think it's real because this is so realistic these days. So the company acknowledged that the video generator had created disrespectful content about the civil rights campaigner. Sora has gone viral in the US due to its ability to make hyper-realistic video, which has led to people sharing fake scenes of deceased celebrities and historic figures in bizarre and often offensive scenarios. OpenAI said it would pause images of Dr. King as it strengthens its guidelines for historic figures, but continues to allow people to make clips of other high-profile individuals. The approach has proved controversial as videos featuring figures such as President John F. Kennedy, Queen Elizabeth II, and Professor Stephen Hawking have been shared widely. Man, this is spooky. Man, we're in the future now, man. This is spooky. Check this out.
For the slushy.
My sister, I have a dream that one day this slushy will be free for all who thirst.
Sir, hey, sir, this isn't about dreams. It's about paying for your slushy. Sir, you still have to pay for the slushy.
My sister, I have a dream that one day this slushy will be free for all who thirst.
Sir, hey, sir, this isn't about.
I mean, man, this is completely computer generated. It looks so real. I mean, you kind of think to yourself, like, what is the need for people and actors in the future if they can just type in a prompt into this Sora program? Like, when it comes to adverts, man, we're in trouble. Cause you won't even need stand-in. You don't even actors, or you don't even need actors anymore soon. I mean, I know they protested against AI taking over because they can see that this is gonna get out of hand. And it is. But as I was saying, yeah, it comes to a point of like becoming really disrespectful. Really disrespectful. I mean, I've seen some of them. That was horrible. Some of it's funny. I ain't gonna lie, some of it is funny. But the fact that they're using dead actors, not actors, but dead people, and putting them in these scenarios, it's really, really bad. Like this one.
Your back, don't move.
Officer, you acting like I stole the whole bird. It's just
You
one
took
leg.
it off somebody's plate in the park. That's theft.
I was hungry and it was lonely. I gave it a home.
Yo, he funny as hell.
Let the man eat.
In the your back, don't move.
You can look at these. Look at the people in the background. Are they meant to have masks on? Because their faces look a little bit altered. So you can actually look and you think to yourself, yeah, there's something definitely off about this slightly. It sounds like Martin Luther King, looks like him. But yeah, as I was saying, that this is incredibly disrespectful. Cause the man's dead. Like, you know, the guy is dead. Let the guy rest in peace. But instead, people, man, I guess you don't know how the future may turn out. We're living in very weird times now. Because I remember when YouTube started, it was a video platform, but we couldn't do all this. There would be a parody here and there with someone with makeup on, dressed up as Michael Jackson, and it would be funny. But now this is like you can do these on an hourly basis of these videos. You just have to think these things up and type them into the prompt, and you can have Michael Jackson stealing KFC and dancing about. And it's like it's coming to a point where you're gonna have this slop, AI sora slop that's constantly going through your feed. And you're gonna have these kids scrolling through it constantly. And yeah, man, I remember when I used to watch YouTube back in the days. It wasn't like, I guess the shorts and the TikToks have taken over during the COVID crisis, and we live in a world now where people just consume these like 8 to 10 second clips really fast, like a drug, like a dopamine drug, just constantly taking out these clips. I have a brother, he does that. He's just on the phone, just sliding through. Do you find something funny, and then you will actually watch it maybe 5 times, and then you go on to the next video. But the content actually meant something back in the days, because you put a lot of time and effort into it. But now, yeah, the content just seems like they call it content farming, and that's exactly what it is. We're all becoming slaves to the system of a content farm, and you have to go that way these days because your video views don't count for much anymore. When they're on shorts, when they're on TikTok, you need X amount of views. Even when it comes to streaming music artists, they get a raw deal as well. The amount of streams they have to get to make like $1. You know, amount of views. Cause I remember I got a channel, got like maybe 61 million views. Man, that's just like $2,000. It ain't nothing, man. It's like peanuts. And I went on there. I thought I was getting robbed by YouTube, and I realized to myself, some person said they got 100 million views, and they said they got £4,000 or $4,000 for 100 million views. I'm like, you know, back in the days when let's rewind back. Alright, let's see, 2011 or 12. You got 100 million views, no matter how long the video was. You're getting at least £60,000 because of the ad. They weren't like payroll ads in there, but there were side ads. But you got paid per impression. And YouTube had changed that back in the days because they felt like there were certain people that knew what to do. There's a lot of game in the algorithm. Like certain people would put pictures or thumbnails of hot women, and people will click into it. So they started to ban that. Or, you know, certain cartoon characters, and that will get like in a week 10 million views. The kids will click on it, and then it'll just be like 8 second clips or 8 second video, and they started to bring in the watch time, so that makes things more fair. But then you come to a point where people are starting to drag out videos with watch time. You have people now that are leveraging the watch time and the multi-layered ads in videos now, so they're getting paid more. But man, we're just living in horrible times. But as I went off there, as I was saying, yeah, this is incredibly disrespectful for the deceased, and it makes you wonder what else people might be doing with your likenesses in the future, unless it's controlled by an estate. Because luckily he's got an estate, but I've seen Tupac, Biggie, and Biggie has an estate as well. So I wonder what they're gonna do when they start seeing certain things that are really disrespectful being put out there through this Sora AI app. But I've seen Biggie Smalls fight Tupac in a wrestling ring. I was like, what the hell? And if they were around during wrestling, but they weren't that big to be featured in wrestling. Because wrestling is one of those places where, you know, you start seeing some weird people pop up in wrestling. Because if they told me that Trump was in wrestling, I'd be like, Trump? The President Trump? He was in the wrestling? But Trump did pop up in the wrestling back in the days. He was in wrestling. So that wasn't, you know, sometimes it's not too far-fetched to believe certain things, certain people in wrestling. But Tupac, I think if he was alive today, would he have gone into like the guest appearance like what Trump did in wrestling? Yeah, I think he would have. You know, other people have done it. You know, other people like even streamers have popped up in wrestling. So if we live in the world, as long as the money's there and you have enough fame, they'll put you in things. You know, I've seen ISO Speed pop up in wrestling. Is he a wrestler? No, but he was there because the people demand it. He's got the following. He's famous enough. Tupac, he would have been famous enough to be able to be in wrestling. I don't know where Biggie would have been at this point in time, but who knows? Who knows? But as for like image rights, I think where we're going is that they're gonna start to see a lot of lawsuits with this AI program, and they're gonna have to restrict people from using certain celebrities unless the estate prolifically allows them to use that celebrity's likeness. That's where I think things might be going in the future. Because I know Jake Paul, he has allowed his likeness to be used. And I think other people might be able to leverage their likeness to this app to do whatever people want. But we're in like we're in the grey area with this app right now because it's reasonably new, and people are starting to take advantage of its newness. So we're gonna see where it goes and see what happens at the end of the day. Because I say I'll give it 2 years to see what happens, how people use this app for good and for evil. Because you're gonna start seeing some malicious acts involved with these AI apps. So yeah, like, subscribe, and I'm out.